Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We have two options. One option is be content with what you have, or other option is work hard and try to earn what you really want in life. But what happens, we want a lot of things in life, but we don't want to work hard. Such people ultimately end in depression and frustration. There is nothing like free dinner. We have to work hard. But only our work alone is not enough. See? Like, take an example. I want something, so this desire will be fulfilled by two types of powers or energies. One energy is, I want this. So I work with passion for that thing. That is my energy. Like, I got a scratching on my face. So I want to scratch my face. This is my desire which is prompting me into action. Second thing, I may want, but the Lord has withdrawn His power from my hand, and therefore the hand has become totally paralyzed. So, only our desire is not enough. It must be graced, sanctified, supported by some higher power. See, friends, therefore, we have these two powers. Now, the higher power comes in our life through a proper channel. Like this, my voice, if it is coming to you, I don't know if it is coming or not. Are you able to hear? Okay. Because people take children, godi mein, humko bachcha nahi, godi mein bachcha de do. I have taken this mic in my godi because it can't function properly. So, this, my voice comes to you through proper channel. In the same manner, the divine grace comes in our life through proper channel. And that proper channel is now indicated in the concluding chapter of this Mundakopanishad. Sa vai etat paramam brahmadana dhama yatra vishwam hitam bhati shubhram upasate purusham ye yapta kamaha te shukram eva ativartanti dhiraha. Now here the teacher says, those who are interested either in the fulfillment of their desires in this world, or those who are interested to transcend the limitations of the desires. Kindly don't give it amma now. Hey, baad mein kar lena. Do it later. Write your age, gender, height, weight, and why you have come here unnecessarily. Stop that stupid thing. The difference between satsanga and the official class. See, there has to be the samskar. When we are in satsang, drop every damn thing. Then only you can focus attention. Collecting data is not satsang. See, friends. Therefore, we have these two kinds of desires. Something we want in this world, or we want to transcend the limitations of the desires. Two of them. Now, both of them can be fulfilled if we approach a master established in truth. Be attentive. How can this happen? because their words carry the meaning along with them. See this common story which I told you. When a mother asks the child to stop eating, can somebody come and do something here? All are dead or what? Where is this man? नहीं, टाइट करो जरा उसको. और टाइट करो, तोड़ दो टाइट करके. हाँ ठीक है. Enough. So this great master Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he was approached by a mother to request him, "Sir, please tell my son abstain from eating sweets. He doesn't listen to me." So the great master said, "Okay, bring him next Sunday." And it was repeated 3 times. Same thing. Next time, next time, next time. Then the 4th time he was told, "My dear child, don't eat sweets. It's not good for your health and teeth." So the child said, "Okay, I won't eat." Over. Now the mother got angry. "If you had to tell this, why didn't you tell in the first day itself? Made me come 4 times. The great master said, "Mama, before I tell the child, don't eat sweets, I must keep myself abstain from sweet at least for 1 week." Our words don't carry meaning. See friends, we have got these 2 channels of energy. One is knowledge, second is action. When our action is representative of knowledge, and when the knowledge is represented in action, then there is complete integration of personality. And if this doesn't happen, then what we say is never meant. See friends, all the great masters are living in this 100% synchronization of knowledge and action. And therefore, whatever they say, it happens. Therefore, we have to put forward efforts, and thereafter, we also have to invoke the grace of the teacher or the Lord, and then yarchayet bhuti kamaha. Those who want to fulfill their desire, you have to put efforts, but also remember the divine grace is essential for the fulfillment of your life. Otherwise, it will never happen. Bhagavad Gita tells us, "Adhishthanam tatha karta karanam cha pruthakvidam vividha cha pruthak cheshta daivam chaivatra panchamam sharira vang manoryat arabhate naraha nyayam va viparitam va panchaite tasya hetavaha." Whatever action we do, 5 principles are involved. Body, the sense of doership; efforts, the instrument of activity; and also Daivam, divine grace. Without divine grace, nothing happens. Understanding this principle is called as devotion. Somebody has sent a question. Kindly elaborate on the process of devotion. Devotion is not put all kind of devotion makeup. That is not devotion. See, devotion is you are 100% sure that the Lord is taking care of me. The presence of devotion for the Lord in the heart and the doubt do not coexist. See friends, that is devotion. Otherwise, if you take the mala in the hand, keep on moving, because it gets entangled in the bidi and a matchbox, that is not the way. Therefore, Upasate purusham he yehi akama te shukrametat ativartante dhiraha. And those who are akama, those who do not want anything of this world, and for them also it is the same approach. You may withdraw from the world, you may do anything, and yet if there is a lingering desire in your mind, you are caught up in this world. See, one story about devotion I'll tell you. The great devotee Prahlad, when Bhagwan Narsimha appeared in front of them, everybody was frightened and Hiranyakashipu was killed, everything was over. Then Bhagwan Narsimha said to Prahladji, ask what you want, I shall fulfill thy desire. Prahladji said, I don't want anything. I said, no, it can't be. This is our obligation. When anybody sees me as my darshan, he has to ask and I have to bless. He said, but I don't want anything. What should I ask? The Lord said, no, please, you have to ask. Then, see, this is the meaning of devotion. Then Prahladji started thinking, a young boy, children only think, elders only complain. So, the child, Prahlad, he contemplated why the Lord is insisting that I should ask something. Then he said, oh Lord, because you are insisting to ask something, there may be unmanifest, lingering trace of desire in my mind somewhere, which I don't know now. It may pop up any time. Therefore, I ask you this, if there is any lingering desire anywhere hidden in my system, kindly remove it once for all. That is devotee. This is devotion. Our devotion is signing, a MOU. Oh God, I have done so much of japa. So in exchange, kindly see that my neighbor dies quickly so that I can get his flat. See, friends, we seek the world and make use of the God. What should be the spiritual practice or devotion? We make our life as the path and seek the Lord. It is the other way around we are doing. And then we say, Humne Bhagwan ka itna kiya. Who cares what you have done? God didn't ask you anything in this world. See, another person said, these funny questions and thoughts. The question was, if your God is so powerful, why can't he protect his own temples? I said, you go and ask him, Baba, I am not God, I have no temple. No, you have to tell me. I said, listen, did any God ask you to construct a temple? You have constructed a temple. You protect. Nobody can do it for you. See, friends, therefore, yehi akama, those who are no more desiring anything in this world, so te shukram ativartanti dhiraha. Te dhiraha, those wise people, they transcend the transmigration once for all. So two things. If we have desires, invoke the grace of the great masters who are the counters delivering the divine blessings. Or if you want to ultimately merge in the absolute, they alone can help us. Now, if we have desires in our heart, then what happens? Kamanyaha kamayate manyamana sa kamabhirjayate tatra tatra paryapta kamasya kritatmanaiva ihaiva sarve praviliyanti kamaha. Now those who are living in this world in the company of the gods or the divine great masters, and they are all the time asking fulfillment of their desires, they will be again and again born according to their desires. The last thought at the time of departure from the body is the blueprint that we give to the Lord. According to that blueprint, our next house is built. See, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, again devotion, the story comes. The great King Bharata, after whom India is named as Bharata, he renounced everything, went in the forest, and then he fell in love with a deer, baby deer. And when the baby deer was growing, it naturally got attracted of its own kind and went away from the owner, this great devotee, seeker, meditator, etc. And when he went away, that deer, he was totally frustrated. Oh, my deer has gone. What will happen to him? He never knew how to eat himself. I have to cut the grass. I have to make a vegetable and give him. He is like that. He is like that. Constantly thinking about deer, 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 not about God. And in that thought of deer, what will happen to my deer? Died. So last thought was deer. Next life he was born as a deer. Now apply this principle. My dog, my dog, my dog, my dog. You see, people sleep with the dogs. Those who do not love human beings, they sleep with dogs. Constantly dog, 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 dog. And then at the time of death, see, if I die, what will happen to my dog? Last thought, blueprint, God, what is the blueprint? Dog, now. So what will be the next life? Wow, 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 wow. See, friends, whatever you desire, that is your blueprint for the next life. And if you have no desire, you cannot be born. See, friend, you merge in the absolute. How simple it is. Therefore, paryapta kamasya krutatmanaha tu ihaiva sarve praviliyanti kamaha. Therefore, friends, if you really mean business on the spiritual path, remember one thing, fulfillment of desires is not spiritual life. Getting freedom from the disease of desire is the spiritual life. See, friends. And for this, the teacher now gives a very strong and perfect statement. Nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha na medhayana bahuna shrutena yamaivecha vrunute tena labhyaha tasseisha atma vivrunute tanum swam. Ayam atma pravachanena na labhyaha. This truth is not revealed. If you are a great orator, the truth is not revealed. If you go and listen to many Mahatmas, the truth is not revealed. If you are able to convince others, Nayamatma pravachanena labhya. See? Then further, na medhaya. If you are able to remember everything, quote left and right, touch anywhere, Upanishad comes out. It has nothing to do with realization. Further, na bahuna shrutena. I have heard him, I have heard that, I have done this, I have done that, nothing will happen. Then, yamai vesha vrunute tena labhyaha. He who seeks the truth to the exclusion of everything, to him alone the truth is revealed. See the words? To him alone the truth is revealed. And when the truth is revealed, he disappears. The ocean can become the wave can never become the ocean. And that is why, like Tusidadi says, Jnana mana jahu ekahu nahi. Abidance in the absolute is freedom from I, ego, individuality. Therefore, there is nobody who is realized. There is realization without a body left behind. See, friends, that is why many people, they do not like to go to satsang. All they are very good. The reason is, all their wrong notions are hammered and chiseled and destroyed. See, we are all living under some notions. notion about ourselves, notion about the world, notion about God, notion about spiritual practice. And Satsanga does this, destroys all your notions. Be attentive. Destroys all your notions without creating new notions. See? In other path, it is not that way. Earlier, I used to drink a lot. Since I started doing yoga, now I don't drink a lot. I drink a little. So, I is maintained. See, friends, earlier I used to wake up very late. Now I sleep very late. I is the same. Problem is not of anything else other than I. The real freedom is freedom from I. There is no freedom for I. See, friends, नायमात्मा प्रवचनेन लभ्यः न मेधया न बहुना श्रुतेन यमैवेश वृणुते तेन लभ्यः. He who seeks this reality to the exclusion of everything, to him alone the truth is revealed. It is something like this. Let us take every path. When the wave is putting efforts, karma yoga, so that I can get the vision of the ocean, what will happen? The wave will disappear in the ocean. On the path of devotion, surrender to the ocean will be disappearance in the ocean. See, what will be the knowledge? Knowledge is, I is essentially ocean. This addition of names and forms, birth and death, modification, this I give importance, then the same ocean is called as the wave. See, friends, therefore, यमैवेश वृणुते तेन लभ्यः तस्यैष आत्मा विवृणुते तनुं स्वाम. The self reveals himself, and in the revelation of the self, the individuality disappears. See, you must have seen the river meeting the ocean, or an ice cube falling in the waters, ocean or anywhere in a collection of water. When the ice cube falls or the river meets, there is no noise. When the ice cube merges in the waters, it doesn't make any noise. The truth is revealed in the eloquence of silence. And this silence is not against the sound. We know only that silence which is enemy of the sound. And therefore we struggle. See? Keep silence, meditation in progress, keep silence. Because inside there is already volcano. At least let there be silence outside. Friends, be sincere to yourself. External disturbances can trouble us only if we are not with ourselves. Will any shape, form ever trouble the space? Will any kind of fire will burn the space? Will any kind of rains will wet the space? Will any kind of arrow will cut the space? No. But all of them cannot exist without the space. In the same manner, presence and absence, presence, waking and dream, absence, deep sleep and samadhi, both of them are supported by this reality, and therefore waking and the dream doesn't add anything to this truth. Deep sleep and samadhi doesn't take away anything from this. Yamayavesha vrunate tena labhyaha tasesha atma vivrunate tanum swam. And therefore, wise people are naturally quiet. And their quietness is, they do not argue, they do not discuss, they simply say yes, yes, right, very good, very good. Because there is nothing to discuss. 99% of the people go to the Mahatma never to inquire, but to tell or to complain. Two things. Who wants the truth? Either we have complained, Maharaji, what to do, my wife doesn't listen to me, what should I do? You listen to her. So simple. Now that also that Mahatma has to tell who has never had any wife, poor fellow. Naya Mahatma, now continuing the further, Naya Mahatma balahinena labhyaha naja pramada tapaso vapya lingan eter upayaihi yatate yastu vidvan tasesha atma vishate brahmadama. Now, Naya Mahatma balahinena labhyaha. Be attentive. If you want to translate it in the Indian language, Naya Mahatma darapokena labhyaha. The truth is not for, let him do, he is the expert. He is the expert. Yes. Yes. You type. Thank you, dear. That's it. So, Naya Mahatma balahinena labhyaha. Balahina, what is the meaning of bala or the strength? See, we have different types of strength. One is the economic strength. I am rich. Your riches have no value. Second thing, I have got a great political support. It has no value. I am physically very strong. You can be only a bull. It has nothing to do with the truth. I can remember everything. Spiritual life is forget everything. Don't remember everything. When God wants to punish us, He gives us memory. And when He wants to bless us, He takes away the memory. The biggest gift of God, forget, forget, forget. Take money from the people and forget. You will be happier than the happiest. That is called a God realization. See? Then what is the bala, what is the strength? The strength is, be attentive, self-confidence. See? A person who has self-confidence, technically called as Atma Bala. Naya Mahatma balahinena labhya. He who doesn't have confidence in his own being, even God, he will doubt. Suppose God comes to him. देखो मैं God हूँ. ID दिखाओ. He will ask for the ID. He has no confidence. How can God come and reveal to me I am such a dumbo? See, friends. Therefore, the first principle of the spiritual path is have confidence. And for having confidence, one technique is learn to take decisions in your life. As the age grows up, woman becomes strong, man becomes a weakling. See? You see among the old couple, that is my time pass. Whenever there is an old couple, it's a great fun to watch. Anything that man has to do, he has to ask the wife, should I put on this shirt? No, you go without clothes. Even what type of shirt you have to put, you have to ask your wife. Should I go for the movie? No, you sit at home. I am going. Lack of confidence is not accepted on the spiritual path. Be strong enough. Thus people who have no confidence, they come and ask us. One young boy came and asked, Swamiji, I want your guidance. I said, what for? I want to ask you whether I should take the path of sannyasa or I should take the path of marriage. I said, you get married. How casually you don't get married? Everybody told me so many, do's and don'ts, plus and minus points about the married life and the sannyasi life, and you told so casually get married. I said, look here, those who take to sannyas, they don't go and ask anybody. Those who ask anybody, they are not fit for sannyas. You get married and suffer. You are born. That is the purpose of your life. Suffer or suffer. See, friends. Nayamatma balahine na labhya. Friends, confidence is developed right from childhood. See, Nayamatma balahine na labhya nacha pramadat tapasa va api alingat. Similarly, nacha pramadat. We are repeating the same mistake shamelessly throughout our life. And that mistake is living as the body, for the body, on everybody. Work on this. Real spiritual life is freedom from body identification. Our body is not created by us. Our body doesn't listen to us. And yet I am the body. And we consider ourselves to be very wise people. Then what should we do? Should we go and commit suicide? That is not your body. How can you commit suicide? You have no right on your body. But our whole life is lived only as the body. If you contemplate properly, you will come to know. After body identification, the first sin, all subsequent sins are born. After body identification, only we become somebody and we have something. All possessions and relations are based on this illusion of body identification. See, pramada is this. The ability to repeat the same mistake again and again, more efficiently. See, therefore, nacha pramada, those who are having this mistake again, they will never know the truth. Tapasaha va api alingat. Tapas is the ability to discover freedom is tapas. Many of us have this notion, I cannot live without this, I cannot live without that. See, when I go to Punjabi houses for food, they ask normally, Swamiji, what you will take? Food. So I tell that I don't know, but what I don't take, that I'll tell. Then I give them a list. Onion, garlic, tomato, paneer, rajma, penganda, parda. They are completely paralyzed. Because they cannot think beyond these few things in their life. See, friends, discover freedom. That discovery of freedom is real tapasya. We are weaklings, dependent on so many things and beings. So, one is na tapasa, one. Second is discover self-confidence. Suppose you have decided, I am going to observe Ekadashi. You announce in the house, I have become spiritual, now I will observe Ekadashi. That day in your house, the food of your choice is prepared plenty. And then your confidence starts shaking away. Now what to do? They have to prepare today only. Then you phone a Swami. Swamiji, this is the thing which has happened. I confess only to you. I like all that food. They have prepared today only. If I don't eat today, I will never get it again. So what should I do? Is there an option? Yes, beta, there is option. What is that? First of all, send a check of $1 million. I'll give the option. And then, look here, my dear child, there are 2 Ekadashis. You observe tomorrow's Ekadashi. Today you eat. Confidence gone. Tapas means these 2 things. Discover freedom and invoke self-confidence. Then, va api alingat. And therefore, be committed. It is not, sometime I do, sometime I don't do. That is not the way. As we are living with passion to earn money, with the same passion, learn to rise above the desires. Then only the truth is revealed. Etaihi upayaiyastu vidvan tasyaisha atma vishate brahmadana dhamma. So in this way, when a wise seeker is practicing spiritual life. Now see, what is the spiritual life? Spiritual life is not going to the temple and disturbing the Panditji and then arguing with him. See, I have given you nice, Rasagulla and as a bhog and you have taken away 90% and Mungfali you are giving. What kind of... That is not spiritual life. Work on your mind. Working on the mind is spiritual life. We normally work by the mind. And this is how we get caught up in our own mind. Samprapya enam rishaya jnanatruptaha krutatmanaha vitaraga prashanta te sarvagam sarvata prapya dhira yuktatmanaha sarvameva vishanti. By this technique, all the great masters, rishayaha jnanatruptaha, they have attained fulfillment in their life. Jnanatruptaha, be attentive. Trupti means contentment, fulfillment. What we are struggling in our life is try to fulfill the desires. Desires can never be fulfilled to lead to fulfillment in life. Fulfillment in life is equal to freedom from the influence of any desire in our life. That is fulfillment. See, Jnanatruptaha. And this fulfillment can come only through knowledge and wisdom. There is no way out. See? But normally all the time we go to the satsang and the same old stuff, One person asked me this question. Swamiji, suppose somebody's wife is torturing that husband and he is, not given food properly. All the property she has done in her name and he is always threatened. Such a person, what should he do? I said, why you worry? Are you an advocate dealing some case? Forget about the world. You be happy. No, Swamiji, actually, this is my case. Friends, we even do not know how to deal with our life's problem. Therefore, Kritatmanaha, there is nothing to be achieved, nothing to be protected. In the language of devotion, Ananya Chintayanto Mam Yejana Parivupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. Yoga means what we do not have, that we will have. Kshema means whatever we have, that will be protected from the income tax. Yoga Kshemam Vahamya. The Lord takes the responsibility. But when Ananya Chintayanto Mam, when you surrender yourself 100%, we have doubt there also, whether the Lord is taking care of me or not. Trust Him at least once in a while. And to invoke that trust, I will tell you one simple technique. Every event in our life is designed for our evolution. Once you take this stand in life, you will never be miserable. And to practice this, the technique is Every event of our life is our spiritual examination. And when you go for the examination, you are supposed to be prepared. Therefore, Kritatmanaha Vitaraga Prashanta. Vitaragaha, they have no more desires ever in their mind left behind, and Prashantaha, they are far beyond the peace and the disturbance. Try, friends, this. Do not give too much importance to silence. Respect the sounds and respect the silence equally, or be indifferent to the sound or be indifferent to the silence equally. Because sound and silence, they are the twins. They coexist. There cannot be sound without a silence. There cannot be silence without the sound. Because what is silence? Silence is defined with reference to sound. Absence of sound is silence. Like poverty and riches, both are with reference to the money. You have more money, you are rich. You have less money, you are poor. So you are talking only about the money. Doesn't matter rich or poor. Exactly the same way. Whether you talk about sound, you are talking about silence, they are existing together. Prashantaha means those who are not worried about the sounds and those who are not seeking silence. Prashanta. See, friends, in no time you become divine worthy. Worthy doesn't mean uniform. It's an English word. Divine worthy, Babaji ban gaye. No. It is something like, when the aeroplane takes up in the sky, it runs very fast. And when it runs very fast, it loses weight. Then it becomes airworthy. And then it takes off. In the same manner, we are carrying the burden of these dvandva. We want absolute silence. The more silence you want, the more you will get disturbed. Be indifferent. Like the crows are different to our lectures. They are better than us. But we get disturbed. Why the birds are making noise? Just to test you. Whether you are listening to the lecture or to the crows. See? Those who are listening to the crows, for them lecture is a disturbance. Those who are listening to the crows is a disturbance. Refuse to get disturbed in life. See? Therefore, Kritatmana Vitaraga Prashanta, te sarvagam sarvataha prapya dhiraha. They are at home, everywhere, in every place, in every situation, all the time. Sarvaga sarvam prapta. They have attained everything. There is fulfillment in their life, and therefore sarvameva vishanti. Therefore they enter as if the absolute. It is something like the husband enters the man. Be attentive. Husband never becomes the man. He can never become the man because he is already a man. The Jiva never becomes the Brahman. Jiva is Brahman. Jivo Brahmaivana Paraha. See, friends, only come to discover that you are by birth man, by accident husband. So simple. But at accident we take real, and the birth we forget. See, go back to your own origin. Now, Vedanta Vijnana Sunischitartha Sannyasa Yoga Jataya Shuddha Sattva Te Brahmalokeshu Paranta Kale Paramrita Parimuttanti Sarve. This mantra is chanted when The sannyasis are received traditionally. Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitarthaha. Those whose understanding is perfected by the study of Upanishad. What is the meaning of the word world? What do we mean by Jiva, the soul? What do we mean by God, the creator? What do we mean by Paramatma, which is beyond everything? What do we mean by spiritual practice? What do we mean by sin and merit, birth and rebirth? All this understanding is perfected only by study of Vedanta, that is Upanishad. Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitarthaha and Sannyasa Yoga Jatayaha Shuddha Sattvaha. Shuddha Sattvaha, their mind is immaculate, pure. No more carrying the burden of any desires. And therefore, Sannyasa Yoga. Sannyasa Yoga doesn't mean changing the color of the clothes. We are tailor-made Babaji. By changing the color of the clothes, nobody becomes a sannyasi. See, Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes, Dehanyaso hi sannyasaha, naiva kashaya vasasa. Living free from body identification is called as sannyas. Dehanyaso hi sannyasaha, naiva kashaya vasasa. Not by changing the ochre robes. No. See? Therefore, sannyasa yogat means no more living as the body, but living through the body. Once I went in Middle East somewhere, somebody's house. So after I went there, we were taking some food and all that, watching TV. So I asked them, said, hey, have you come here recently in this country? Swamiji, yes, we are here only for last 3 months. But how do you come to know this, that we have recently come here? I said, because your remote control is nicely packed in a plastic. Therefore, you are recently come. Your sofa set is, you are not removed even the plastic covering because you are recently come. Your car seats are still covered with the plastic thing. Recently you have come. So they are not living through the car, but they are living as the car. Car ko kuch ho na jaye. In the same manner, we are living as the body, and therefore we are living for the body and on everybody. Live through the body. Sannyasa yoga yataya shuddha sattva te brahma lokeshu paranta kale. When they enter the Brahma Lok, at the ultimate destination of their being, paramritaha, they go beyond birth and death. Parimuchanti sarve, and in this manner, all of them are liberated. This is the plural case. Therefore, this is not meant for one or two, but every one of us can attain it. It is not meant for only one or two. Gata kala panchadasha pradishta devascha sarve pratidevatasu karmani vijnanamaya atma. These people are very unfortunate hosts. So, Gata Kala Pancha Dasha Pradishta Devascha Sarve Prati Devatasu. Now be attentive. Exactly what happens? What do we mean by ultimate merger or realization? Very simple. To understand this, you take your own experience every day when you go to sleep. What happens? All the objects of the world, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasagandha, they slowly go back to their source called as the sense organs. If you catch this principle, vision, grossified, is colors and forms. Hearing ability, grossified, is sound. So all the gross objects, they go back to the sense organs. The sense organs go back to the mind. The mind goes back to the pure consciousness. This is exactly what is the process of going to sleep. Here also, Gata Kala Pancha Dasha Pradishta Devascha Sarve Prati Devatasu. So all the various aspects of life, 15 of them, which comes in the Prashnopanishad, all of them, they go back to the respective sense organs, and then Devascha Sarve Prati Devatasu, according to our scriptures, eyes are presided over by the Lord's Son. The ears are presided over by the Dig Devata. The nose is presided over by Ashwini Kumar. So all these gods, because of whom we have the functional ability in our sense organs, all the gods go back to their own source. And Karmani Vijnanamayascha Atma, and all the karma and the Jiva, Vijnanamaya Atma means Jiva. The Jiva, Atma Pare Avyaye Eki Bhavanti. The ego, the I, goes back to the Paramatma. Now see what happens? From the one absolute alone, the whole world has come out. Again it goes back. Be attentive. All the waves have come out of the ocean, and when the waves go back, the same wave does not come again. Wave is a manifestation of the ocean. Wave is not individuality. Wave is not a jiva. Bhagavad Gita tells in 2nd chapter, Avyaktadini bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata avyakta nidhananyeva tatra ka paridevana. All of us are manifestation of the divinity. We express, manifest, and go back. Again, the manifestation comes, again goes back. Here, there is nobody that is born. This is the meaning of spiritual practice. But if you get, I don't know, Maharaji, I don't know what sin I must have done, my wife troubles me. But I don't remember I had done any sin to her. Not beta, in this life, last life you must have done. So, you existed before this body was born. You will continue to exist in the next life. When did you die? See? The purpose is to free us from this fear of death. But all the time, the same thing. I am having great fear these days, about the death. Don't be afraid. We guarantee you will die. No, not that way. After I die, what will happen to my wife? She will be happy. Next. See, friends, all these problems come because of this ignorance. So, Devascha Sarve Prati Devatasu Karmani Vijnanamayascha Atma. The Jiva goes back to Paramatma, and therefore, how Yatha Nadyaha Sendamana Samudre Astam Gachanti Nama Rupe Vihaya Tatha Vidvan Nama Rupat Vimuktaha Parat Param Purusham Upayati Divyam. Example is given, like the rivers. When they go to the ocean, they all become one. And what is the oneness with the ocean? Their name and form is dissolved. See, Sagara is a masculine name. Sagaraha, Sagaru, Sagaraha. Ganga is a feminine name. Ganga, Gange, Gangaha. Ganga Sagar, where Gangaji goes and meets the ocean, that place is called as Ganga Sagar. So neither masculine nor feminine. Paramatma is neither he nor she nor it. See, friends, all the differences divide Nama Rupe Vihaya. Therefore, after merging in the ocean is not called as Ganges. Ganges disappear. In the same manner, the jiva, the individuality disappears. And tatha vidvan nama rupa vimuktaha. Therefore, the wise man is liberated from the name and the form once for all. See, friends. The highest ignorance manifested is given importance to the name and the form. And you see everywhere, people give donation so that my name should be there. That name, nobody knows who that name is. Or let my statue be made. One day, I have got knowledge about the language of the birds. So, one day, one pigeon and baby pigeon were sitting together. Baby pigeon asked mother pigeon, Mummy, what you want early morning? I want to go for, potty. Where should I go? Go to Mahatma Gandhi. No, Mummy, somebody is already sitting there. Go to Shivaji Maharaj. No, Mummy, there also somebody. Go to Jhansi Ki Rani. All the statues are meant only for the public place for all the birds in the world. See? And we imagine the name and the form. Similarly, once I went to Vrindavan in some place, in some, where Krishna's Leela had happened. So that Pandit told me, Swamiji, we can fix a plate in your name here, write everything on the stone and see, so many people will come. When they step on this name of your ear, then all their merit will come to you. I said, this is super than Bluetooth. And this is corruption. They have done all the merit. And you simply put your name on the stone and fix it there. Corruption is everywhere. I said, okay, then do it. I had no problem. Oh, Maharaj, thank you very much. It will cost you 15,000 rupees. No, you can pay that money also. I have no problem. Now, who knows whose name is that? Who is taking all that? Nama rupe vihaya. Don't give any importance. It is for this purpose that the sannyasis are changing their name. See, at least for one child asked me, Swamiji, why you people have this Ananda as a title? I said, why? Is it a monopoly of Devananda or what? No, but all the Swamis have the name as Ananda. I said, it is meant to tell them, at least for name's sake, be happy. Otherwise, Swamiji, I am very frustrated, nobody comes for my lecture, what should I do? Tabla bajao. See? Therefore, names are changed and the form is changed. See, you people are so nicely, decently dressed, properly shaved and everything. We become abnormal and weird so that we are no more involved in this. Nama rupe vihaya. And tatha vidwan nama rupa vimuktaha parat param purusham upayati divyam. Therefore, never talk about your past. Never ask anybody about their past. You start living in the present. But we being Indian, we correct everybody's kundali. When you are born, how you are born, cesarean or normal. No end to that. Don't get into all the rubbish. So, yo havai tat paramam brahma veda brahmaiva bhavati nasya brahma vitkule bhavati shokam tarati papanam guha grantibhyo vimukto amruto bhavati. In this manner, he who comes to know the absolute reality, then he is brahmavid brahmaiva bhavati. Be attentive. Brahmavid brahmaiva bhavati means in one line, knowing is being. See, it is not, he becomes Brahman. No, it is not becoming. The root bhu is not for becoming only. being. Knowing is being. In the objective world, knowing is not being. Like I know this is a mic, but I am not the mic. And this knowledge has gone so deep in our system. Therefore, I want to see God, and I want to see God in such a manner that I am not the God, I am a dog. Knowing is being. Therefore, na asya brahmavid kule bhavati. In his kula, in his tradition, in his life, people remain on the spiritual path in and through. Tarati shokam, tarati papanam. He goes beyond all the miseries, all the sins, and guha grantibhyaha vimuktaha. He is no more under the influence of the hridaya granthi vidya kama karma. Kriyavantaha shrotriya brahmanishtham swayam juvataha ekarshim saddayantaha tesham eva vidya brahma vidyam vadeta shirovratam vidivastu yastu chirnam. This knowledge should be given only to those who are sincere seekers. And who are those? Those who are responsible kriyavantaha, shrotriyaha, those who are ready to study the scripture, brahmanishtaha, those who want nothing in this world except the absolute truth, swayam juvata ekarshim saddayantaha, and they are committed on this path of non-dual reality. To them alone this truth is revealed. Tadetat satyam rishirangira puravacha na etad achirnavrato adite namaha paramarishibhya namaha paramarishibhya. Therefore, Angira gave this knowledge to Shaunaka in the beginning, and it should be given only to those who are committed to this knowledge and not to any Tom, Dick and Harry, those who are not committed. See, unless you are committed, you will not come here. Because when you come here, you have to adjust so many things. The commitment is the foundation of spiritual life. And that commitment, if it is sincere, you will have no difficulty. When there is lack of commitment, then all difficulties pop up. See, what is the difficulty? When our attention is taken away from the goal, suppose I have to look at that lamp, but my attention goes there. And then I say, it is very difficult to concentrate because you are looking somewhere else. Then that becomes obstacle. So commitment to the cause is the secret of success in the spiritual life and everywhere. With this we conclude our Upanishadic sadhana. See, I told you, Upanishadic sadhana, you will get nothing. If you have come with any hope, what will I get? You will get nothing. See, Bhagavad Gita tells the end the same. Sarva dharman parityaja. Give up everything. That means you get nothing. But why you get nothing? What don't you have? Everything is yours. But our problem is only this body. If you are a Gujarati, if this body I am, other bodies I am not, then bird. Get out of the limitations of this individuality and merge in the totality. Then there are neither friends nor enemies. No achievement, no failure. And friends, this is possible for every one of us. Give it a chance, you will succeed. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.